Peace, y'all. Back at it. We are going in for the win. Shout out everybody still loving themselves, still understanding where we're coming from. Yes, still on that moon. We on the moon in Gemini. If you want to know what that moon represents, it represents your emotions, of course. Your emotions, feelings, mother, and feminine energy. All the subconscious stuff going on below the surface is your moon sign. It directs the more emotional and fluid parts of your life, much like the tides, which are also controlled by the moon. It rules the deepest parts of your being and everything that makes you feel emotionally secure. If you want to take a more in depth look at your feelings, intuitions, empathies, and how you express yourself, your moon sign will show you the way. So, your moon sign tells you how your mother was and what emotion she gave you in this lifetime. So just know that you got your emotions from your mother. So boom, let's go straight in with the moon and Gemini. Gemini energy. Having that Gemini moon, having a Gemini moon, your mother has a big inner child. She loved to play a lot. She could have been distant and had mental issues. When you were young, she wanted to teach you how to read and write early. That energy, that Gemini energy is very intelligent. It wants to know things. It's like a kid. It wants to know everything. It asks a lot of questions. It studies. It wants to know everything. Having a Gemini moon is easy for you to express your emotions to people on how you feel because you love to communicate. That's one thing with that Gemini energy. Love to communicate, love to express their emotions. But one thing they can't do is feel emotions like that. So it can be really contradicting. It's like they can communicate them, but they can't really feel them. Gemini moons are always ready to talk and have intellectual conversations. That Gemini energy loves to get information and learn something. Wants to learn damn near everything. It loves to learn. It wants to know a lot. They are very smart and intelligent. Their minds are always moving. It can be hard to count on a Gemini moon because they change their mind a lot. You never know what to expect from a Gemini moon. Check this out. If I have a lot of Gemini energy, I actually have a third house moon. I can change my mind a lot. If I tell you something today, like I want to do something, I might change my mind tomorrow. That's just how my mind is. That's how that Gemini energy is. It changes, and it's like I'll be thinking one thing. I plan it out. Everything is like I plan it out and want to do it today, but then tomorrow I'll feel different, and I don't want to do it because it's just not the same feeling like I felt yesterday. That's a part of that Gemini energy. That Gemini energy can be flirty because they love to socialize. Having a Gemini moon, you are quick-witted and can be good at selling things. You can be like a car salesman. You can be good at Best Buy, selling those, selling technology. Gemini loves technology. They good at selling things because they love to communicate with people. They love their mind. They need their mind stimulated all the time. That Gemini energy. If you're in a relationship with a Gemini with one of that Gemini energy, you have to keep their minds stimulated because if they get bored in that relationship and you're not stimulating their mind, they might get out of here because you're not keeping their minds stimulated. They want their minds to be moving. Gemini moons need their freedom. Don't try and hold them down because they need their space. They are big at multitasking. It is hard for them to focus on one thing at a time. It is best to focus on at least 2 or 3 things at a time because if you try to focus on one thing, it might get boring to you and you keep moving and going to one thing and keep going through it. Like if I'm on my phone, the third house Gemini if I'm on my phone, I'm not focusing on one thing at a time. I'm not focusing. I'm doing 2 things at once. Like right now, and I have one phone, you're looking at me, and I have a phone in my hand. that it stimulates me because it just keeps is moving, keeps my mind moving. Plus, I'm talking about stuff that I like, astrology. So it's hard for them to focus on one thing at a time. Focus on at least one or two or three things. That Gemini energy loves technology, like I just said. Usually, always in their phones, trying to keep their mind stimulated. So if you mess with a Gemini, you mess with that Gemini energy, you mess with a Gemini moon, keep their mind stimulated. Talk about emotions. That's what they want to do. They want to talk about their emotions. They want to talk about technology. They want to talk about what's next. What's next in this technology. They want to keep their minds moving. So keep their minds moving. Keep that Gemini energy mind stimulated. Shout out to the Gemini moon. Shout out to the Gemini energy. That lovely Gemini energy. I love Gemini energy. I have a lot of it. Shout out to everybody still loving themselves, still understanding where we're coming from. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the page. And don't forget, I ain't gonna forget. Study your birth chart. Study your birth chart, good people. And don't forget, love and learn yourself every day. Peace.